Hey guys, Shane here with Prosperity Painting. Today I want to talk to you about something that isn't very fun to talk about, but it's extremely important, and that's problems. In a perfect world, problems wouldn't happen, and they do. They happen all the time. You're going to have problems between you and your homeowners, between you and your employees, you and your subs, you and your paint suppliers. I mean, pretty much anywhere where a problem can happen, eventually that's going to happen. It's just a numbers game, you know. The bigger you get, the more you do, the more space there is for problems to arise. Of course, you're always going to be working on systems and how to prevent problems and avoid them, but they're going to happen. I wish I could tell you they wouldn't, but they're going to happen. So for this exercise, I'm specifically going to be talking about when you have a problem between you and a homeowner, a customer, or a client, because that's a very common problem, and it's, in my opinion, one of the hardest ones to address and solve. First lesson: do not avoid your problems. If you avoid it, it's only going to get worse, and the outcome is every time it's going to be worse. I've heard the expression of angry homeowner is like a boiling pot. You put it on the stove, you turn on the heat, and the longer it sits there, the more angry and aggressive it gets, so eventually it's exploding with steam and just going nuts. So you want to turn that stove off or address the problem as soon as possible. So it's a real easy 3 steps. The second step is extremely difficult, and in the beginning, man, it's a tough one. It's a very tough lesson to learn, but I hope you can understand this from this lesson today. So step 1 is just listen. Homeowner's upset, you're going to call them, they're going to call you. Listen. Letting them vent and tell you about the problem, after they do that, they're going to feel really good. They're going to go a lot easier on you, and that could just be the solution right there. I mean, a lot of times that's all they wanted to do is tell you how you did a mistake and it ruined their day, and just want to make sure that you understand that and you're sorry for it. And so step 1 is listen. This is the hard step. Step 2 is agree with them. I'm sure you've heard that expression, the customer is always right. And there's a lot of truth behind that. We're running a business here. We're not, doing mediation or counseling, marriage couples and stuff where you're supposed to determine who's right and who's wrong. The customer's always got to be right. And it sucks because sometimes, 1 out of 10,000 people, you might run into somebody that's literally been in a mental institution, is on medication, is unstable, and is clinically insane. And they're crazy, and they're taking advantage of you, and they're overstepping their boundaries, and they're disrespecting you, and all these things. But that might happen, 99.9% of people are freaking awesome. They're amazing to work with. I love my clients, and it's an extremely rare case, but we're trying to grow this painting business, and you do 10,000 people, you're going to end up running into a problem. So agree with them. Even if deep down inside you disagree with them, it's not you, it's the business. So put the business in front of you and say, hey, the business is saying that you're right, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, and just hold on to your true feelings. Because I know what it's like. It's like, no, I'm a man. I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, put my foot down, and tell you, you're being unreasonable, you're completely taking advantage of me, and this is unfair, and it's not right. That's what your emotions are going to tell you, and that's what it feels like. But at the end of the day, that never helps. If you want to sit there and argue with the homeowner, you're more than welcome to, but you're going to be stressed out, you're not going to sleep as well, it's going to bug the shit out of you, and it sucks. So trust me, I've been there, just don't do it, avoid it. The key is getting it in the past. I'm always telling my production manager, let's just get this problem in the past. So back to the topic. Listen, let them vent, they're going to feel really good after that. Number 2, just agree with them. Just say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Homeowner, you're correct, I'm wrong, that shouldn't have happened, I'm terribly sorry about it, I wish I could change the past, but I can't, but I'm going to take charge right now and make the future better for you. So that's where step 3 comes in, where you find a solution and move forward. So listen to them, agree with them, say, hey, what can we do to make this right? And the best way to go about it is always do whatever the homeowner thinks is right. Not what you think is right, but what the homeowner thinks is right. So a lot of times they'll suggest a solution and tell you what they think the right thing to do is, and just do it. Do it, get it over with, get in the past, stop worrying about it. Oh, you took a little bit of a loss on this job, no big deal. Get into the future, move on to your next client where you make money, you have a great relationship with them, and everything's back to being awesome. I know it's hard in the beginning when you don't have the money and this homeowner is trying to basically take the money from you. They're like, I want a full refund. I don't want to pay for this. And it's really hard to bite your lip and do what the homeowner thinks is right. But in the long run, it's going to be better than if you sit there and argue with them, because then they're going to write bad reviews. They're going to go out and tell their neighborhood that you're not the painting contractor to choose. And trust me, it's just, in the long run, the end game, it's not good. So listen to them, agree with them, find a solution, move forward. If they don't have a solution, you can propose your own solution. Just, propose a solution, say, hey, we can do this about it. This is how we're going to carry it on to close out the job and finish out. And just make sure, do you feel that that's fair? Do you feel that's the right thing to do? And let them know, because that's all that you want to do. You want to do the right thing. And that's what makes a great company. And if you can do that, you'll find, you go out there and you look for bad stuff on these great companies, and it's really hard to find. And it's not because they don't have problems, it's because of the way they handle their problems. All right, guys, thanks for listening. I hope this helps. Have a great day.